What is up, people of the internet? I'm literally just Abby, and today I'm here with a storytime video. My first ever storytime video. This is a storytime about one of my dear friends who betrayed me awfully. His name is Pablo. Pablo means evil in Spanish. Okay. You probably have already clicked off this video. But if you haven't, you're the MVP. This is about my dear friend Pablo right here. Now, this is about why I'm homeschooled. So, it was November 13th, 2016, and I was in my playroom, and I opened a drawer. I was looking for something. I don't remember what. You can blame Pablo for that. So I was in that room with Holly. So I opened the drawer, and it was stuck. So I yanked harder, and this came off the shelf. 4 feet up above, fell, hit me actually right back here on the head. I don't know. We still don't know what part of it hit me on the head. Oh, look, there's actually blood right there. There's a blood stain. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Focus, camera. Yeah, there's a blood stain on it. So I think it hit me like that, or like it hit me and then it must have gone like that. I don't know. It weighs 2.2 pounds. So it fell off the shelf and it hit me and I fell. Well, I didn't cry. Well, Holly, I go, ow, and I'm just kind of like in shock, and Holly's like, let me see your head. And she's like, Abby, are you wearing a red beret? Oh my gosh, you're bleeding. And there was just blood gushing out of my head, like no joke. Like, I'll put a picture right here. Blood gushing out of my head from this thing right here. It was like on this side of my hair. And so I had watched Holly's Pets over the weekend. This is where the story gets creepy. And I had this like $10 bill that they had given me for pet sitting. It was in my pocket. It was on a Sunday. It was in my pocket on Sunday because I had like a dress and I had gone over to their house after church. They took me home from church, and her dad gave me a $10 bill and I put it in my dress pocket. And when I unfolded it, it had like the president looked like it had like devil horns on it, like on its head. Like the blood was stained and it looked like little devil horns sticking up on the $10 bill president's head. Oh, creepy, 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 creepy. Oh God, that was scary. So after that, my dad had to rush me to the hospital. Actually, there was a group chat that I sent that photo my dad took while he was applying pressure to my head. He took the photo to send to my mom to be like, we're going to the ER, and she was like, hi, you're joking, funny, that's cute. And I sent it to all my friends, and we had to drop Holly home, and we went to the hospital. And they gave me some nausea pills. Told me to go to a neurologist. I had been to a neurologist before for a concussion I had in 5th. So this was another concussion, and they sent me home, and I had to go to my neurologist the next day. And she said, last time you had a concussion, you kept hitting your head, because I'm very clumsy. She said you kept hitting your head, and so I just think you should go on the homebound program for a month. And so for the whole month of December, I was on the homebound program. So I went back into the neurologist after, like during the month, and she described me with something called POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And that's basically where your heart rate, you're at risk for a heart attack every single day that you're alive. So basically, from sitting down to standing up, my heart rate doubled. Like from laying down and then getting up and standing up and waiting 5 minutes, my heart rate doubled in speed. And so basically she told me to go on a high salt diet. So I was eating like a ton of salt. And that's when I started getting kidney stones. So I passed a kidney stone. Oh, yeah. It was in my first vlog, I believe. I think it was in my first vlog. The first time I posted a vlog was the day that I passed one of my kidney stones. And it was just awful. So I had to go to the hospital because I was at school. I had gone back to school. It was inconsistent because I'd been passing so many kidney stones. And we had no idea why. And we just didn't know. It was just weird. They say it's genetics. We still don't know what it is. That why I passed so many kidney stones. Actually, one of my videos, it's going to be in the eye up there, is where I had to go to Duke Hospital 2 times in one day. One for an appointment to check up on my kidney stones. And then later that night, it passed a kidney stone, and I had to go back to the hospital. To the ER in the hospital. It was bad. So one time in school, my algebra teacher, not saying names, we're just going to call him Mr. Apple, because teachers and apples are associated in some way, and I don't even know why. So we're going to call him Mr. Apple. So Mr. Apple is my middle school teacher, and I was passing a kidney stone in his class. In his class! And I asked, can I go to the nurse? And he was like, no. And he was like, wait till class is over, blah, 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 blah. Keep in mind, it was my last class of the day. And so I'm just like sitting there like moaning. Kidney stones, fun fact, kidney stones are the most excruciating pain in the world. One of the most, the top being trigeminal neuralgia, which I may have had an episode or 2 of. No joke. So I'm just sitting in his class in excruciating pain, passing a kidney stone in his class. I have proof. I have a hospital band for proof. So I go down to the nurse, and I show her where the pain is. So your kidneys are right back here. They're like right there. Like right back here. And so she's like, I show her where it is, and I'm like in a lot of pain. And she goes, oh, you just pulled a muscle, blah, 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 blah. And I go to the bathroom after that, and Jesus. I go to the bathroom after that, and this may be TMI. So I go to the bathroom after that, and I pee. I'm peeing, right? And so something stops my pee, and it hurts really, really bad. It was the kidney stone getting lodged in my bladder. Like getting lodged so that I couldn't pee anymore. So I went home after school because the bell had just rang. And I'm in excruciating pain. I can barely stand up. I can barely sit down. The only thing that I can do that isn't as painful is lay down. And like literally like I'm like in excruciating pain down there because like it's lodged. And so I'm drinking water. My dad's like, if you can't use the restroom, get anything out in 45 minutes after you drink this water bottle, we're going to go to the hospital. And so I couldn't get anything out. Like I had to pee like really, really bad. Like I was about to burst, but I couldn't because the kidney stone was lodged down there. And so I get to the hospital, and I was so afraid that they were going to have to perform surgery and get it out. And like stick a tube. I didn't have to do that. I finally got it out in the bathroom right before we went in. There was lots and lots of crystals they found in there. I had to get an ultrasound. I couldn't get a CAT scan because when you get a CAT scan, your cervix down there, the radiation from the CAT scan, or CT, CAT, whatever you want to call it, can make you not able to have children if there's too much radiation. And they didn't want to risk that. They wanted to keep me healthy. I could have thyroid issues from it. So we just, kept it the way it was. And I went home. And then about 2 months later, I go to Duke Hospital, and I take another urine sample, and the guy goes, there's so many kidney stone crystals in here that I'm literally going to use this to teach the scholars coming in to learn about that kind of stuff. I'm going to teach them how to identify kidney stones from your urine sample. Like, there were more than he could count. So that's the story of how I've passed over 45 kidney stones the past 2-3 months. And yeah, I'm not even in high school yet. I have to drink over 4 liters of water a day. And yeah, and so I couldn't go back to school. I've been homeschooled for the rest of the year. I started getting picked on and bullied about the zebra and about who I am, how I speak, what I look like. And I was just like, the school I went to, I can't do this anymore. It's just filled with too much negativity and people that don't like me. Which, the people that were mean to me, we're all good now. So, yeah, I'm going to be going to a different school next year, and that is the reason why I'm homeschooled and not doing very great. I'm going to be going into the 8th grade next year, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your day. Goodbye!